So Les Bernadette, we're here, finally completed. First question I want to ask you, what were the challenges faced in this journey?
I think the biggest challenge was the delays in council. I think when we first started the project, we were in an era where uh, building materials were hard to get,
Yes.
horrendously expensive. It was a very daunting procedure because I thought, boy, we just picked the wrong time to do this.
Yeah.
So there were long delays with council, long.
Yeah, the council were.
Probably took best part of 12 months to get it through council. That was certainly the biggest challenge. I think that beyond that, anything else paled into insignificance, really.
Yep. So you'd say council and COVID were the two driving factors on why?
COVID.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, COVID changed everything.
Yeah. I actually think people misunderstand what COVID meant in this whole building game, if you will.
People couldn't work.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get what they needed.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate that.
And again, prices increased.
Yeah.
Like labour was hard to come by. There was a lot of driving factors that.
Yeah.
And COVID had a devastating effect on so many businesses.
Yeah.
I think a long-term effect on the building industry. I think the building industry is still suffering from
I
COVID
agree.
very much.
Yeah.
And it's
It goes back to your daughter's house, how long that took to build, if you will.
Oh, and to fix because they had to employ people that weren't used to doing it.
Yeah.
Weren't paid level. So
Yeah.
we were very fortunate.
Yeah, good.
they had I think something like 5 different site managers,
Okay.
and the last one, when he came on board, did an inspection and found something like 100
Defects.
defects. Yeah,
That had to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have any of that.
Thank
No,
you.
we're very lucky.
We are.
Yeah.
Good. How did Prembuilt help you overcome your challenges?
You kept in touch. That was fantastic. You never left us wondering. It was always, we'll be there on this date, or I'm just finishing, whatever. You always kept in touch. And if it wasn't you, it was Mark.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yes, and the architect, Ricardo, he was very, very good too, I thought. Despite his health problems and things that he had, he got it all through council and
That took the longest.
yeah,
Yeah.
got everything organised. But certainly, Bernadette's right. The fact that you guys were always in touch, that you never disappeared or were hard to get or failed to answer the phone or anything.
Because you guys stayed how far away from home?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, so it would have been very hard for you guys just to pick up and just come and see the job site. It was always
It was a big thing, yeah.
it was a big thing to come out on site and see the progress.
Yeah.
And every time that trip would happen, because that was either a weekly or a fortnightly thing, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we had to, combine a lot of other things. When we made the trip up, we'd have to do all sorts of other little.
You had to go to the barber.
Yeah.
But then we'd go and pick our handles for the drawers.
Yes,
and
all that
we'd
sort
do
of stuff.
all that.
Yeah.
Then
On those trips.
that was all because you'd given us names of people that were good. So,
So it was an
we did
easy
that on that day.
easy Friday.
Yeah. Yes, and lunch around the corner.
Now, you guys didn't shop around for any other builders. We want to know why.
Okay. I had before.
Okay.
About 18 months before that, I'd rung this person that was recommended, and he came out and had a look, and then COVID hit. And so about 3 months later, I'd call him and he'd say, oh, yes, no, not at the moment, Anyhow, it went on for such a long time that in the end I rang him and said, look, is this going to happen? And he said, no, you're one suburb too far for us to come now. And that was after 18 months.
Wow.
So we then rang our son and said, can we use your builder?
Well, yeah, because Caleb did a lot of due diligence. He did a lot of legwork. I know he spoke to a lot of builders,
Yep.
and he's not an easy guy to please. So
It's a
I
nice thing to say about yourself.
settled on someone that he had to be good. And of course, we had then the benefit of seeing the finished product at Caleb's house. So we knew that you'd done a beautiful job there and that Caleb thoroughly recommended you, and that was certainly enough for us.
Good. Good. And the end result, are you guys happy with the end result?
We love it.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. We have to pinch ourselves every day and
Thank God.
make sure that we're not dreaming. Yeah.
I love it when people haven't seen
Yep.
and the comments and the exclamations are just
What are the biggest, what's the biggest compliment you're getting? What part?
okay. The open,
Yes, open living. Yep.
the blue and yellow's gone.
That's a big thing.
Siblings recommend. We remember the blue and yellow, and
Yeah.
so do the kids. And the window.
And that window.
It's just.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a big highlight, the window. But yeah.
I mean, the floor, everything's just new.
Yes. Yeah. Everywhere I look.
You know what my favourite thing is? And I don't think it'll ever change. It'll be your ceiling roses, the wainscoting, and that colour right there, which is a credit to you, Bernadette.
I love it.
I remember you showing me the newspaper of Trent Cotchin's kitchen saying, I want something like this. And I'm like, yep, no worries, you got something like this. And we pick out a Dulux colour and
Fabulous. So yes, I love that. That's my little point that I made, but it's just so lovely because the floor looks beautiful.
everything complements each other, doesn't it?
It does. And the outside area, we used to have a very tiny area.
Yeah.
There, so that's great. Really, we love it all. And
The big thing with the design for me was, I remember over here is where your kitchen was, and you used to have a little shady bulkhead over here. And then over here as well, you used to have a bulkhead over here.
yes.
So the fact that we can scrap all that, keep that high ceilings all the way through, transition that into your deck area, yeah, it turned out amazing.
What I love most, is that
The height.
Yes.
through I love this
Yeah.
whole facade here with the skylights and the stacker doors.
That's the beauty about engaging a builder and an architect early on, because if it wasn't for Ricardo designing it and my approval on his design, knowing that it's going to work with what's existing, like that was the biggest game changer to get the product that we've gotten, in my opinion.
He said to us, look, I've extended that wall. And I thought, I don't know. But it looks great.
Yeah.
And it gives us a really
Dining
lovely
table.
state.
Yeah.
So it's great. But I don't think there's anything at all that I could want. It's
Nice.
not here.
Nah, of course.
Good.
We had a nephew and his wife over the other day. He particularly loved the wainscoting. He was really taken with it,
Yeah.
which I love. That's
Yeah.
one of my favourite features.
I think so. That hallway with your arches and your gables and stunning.
Just
Stunning.
a little touch of putting an extra archway in the passage
Yeah.
makes such a difference.
Yeah.
It really does. And the light fittings that we found at shops, I think that was,
100%.
That's my favourite. Saturday afternoon or Friday, Saturday afternoon.
You keep saying words like and love, like and love.
But it's true. It's gone from being a beautiful old 100-year, not beautiful, but an old 100-year home with floorboards that had gaps, and it really was.
there were
sad.
many different levels in the floor as well. You could walk around and there were slopes and it was
So we've
a
just
bit
loved it.
depressing.
We've
I
loved
think.
it, and it's just come back.
That's
and
it.
It's beautiful.
What was the main reason you guys chose to extend and renovate?
But the long answer is that the previous owners had done a renovation without a permit, I'm sure, and it was dodgy. It was never not well done at all, and there were different levels everywhere, and there was a slope on the floor back here. there were so many things that were wrong. So then we decided, well, we needed to take some action. So we re-stumped, and that created cracks everywhere, and bits of plaster fell off and all that sort of thing.
I remember your cracks were about this big before we started. Yeah.
Huge, yeah.
My sister was sitting there and it fell down the whole thing, and
Oh,
she just got a dust. That's all she got.
jeez.
The dust. She very lucky.
Yeah, there was a lot of things wrong, and eventually it just built up. And I think we held off because we didn't feel we could afford it for a long time, and then when we felt that we could, we thought, no, we're going to act now and get something happening. And even then, as Bernadette said, the first builder we approached, kept us waiting for a long time. So it was a couple of years before we really were able to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
We love it.
How would you describe our team's communication and responsiveness throughout the project?
Couldn't ask for anything better. I think we'd both agree with that.
Oh, faultless.
You know,
Yeah.
we got phone calls because we were staying elsewhere, and we'd get a call and it would be, so we're going to do it like this. Is that what you want? And it was just fabulous. We were aware of what was happening.
I was hugely impressed with Mark. He was so helpful, always approachable, always answered his phone, and went out of his way
He did.
to help and to make things easier. So really,
But the builder, the guy that was building,
Will,
Will,
oh,
Will.
was
what a
fantastic.
treasure that guy.
So
Absolutely.
you've
Yeah.
got lovely people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we do. We do. We really, really do. We take a lot of pride in that as well.
Yes.
Well, we tell everybody.
And clearly, in an environment where tradesmen are very hard to get, I was always amazed at how you had tradesmen on call all the time.
Yeah.
And good tradesmen.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So you weren't suffering from the malaise that a lot of the bigger builders were suffering from. And I think that was one of the major factors involved,
Benefits.
because you were not a huge builder.
100%. 100%. And the fact that we don't change our team every job, we keep the same team and we bring that team all the way across. Like the team that's done this is doing multiple other of our projects. Same Tyler across the board. Like, yeah, obviously the same carpenters across the board. Just that works in such our favour, because we know how they work, they know how we work, and we know what we expect and what they expect, and we know what's going to be produced best.
And they're available when you need them.
Exactly right. Building that relationship goes such a long way.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
I was hugely impressed with them. While we were down at Phillip Island, we saw a lot of building projects that were underway, and they were underway when we got there, and they were still underway when we left. And you would go there walk past day after day, and there'd be nobody there.
Yeah.
It would be deserted for a month, the building site. And then someone would turn up and do something, and then it would be deserted for another 3 weeks. That never happened here at all. And so the whole project, I thought, was finished in the most amazingly short time.
Yeah.
Amazing.
When did we start this project? March 23?
Yep.
23? No.
23.
Yes, okay, 23, sorry.
A month ago, in a few days.
Yep.
A year, sorry.
Yeah.
In a few days,
It took us, it was shorter for us to build it than it was to go to council,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
which I find strange. Genuinely speaking, I find that strange.
It's so true. And I mean, we were back here by December.
Yeah. We got you in before Christmas, I recall. Yeah, which is amazing. Were there ways that Prem-Built exceeded your expectations? And if they were, what were they?
Yes, there were. I think things like the wainscoting.
Yeah. What happened with the wainscoting?
Well, it was your suggestion entirely, and as far as I'm aware, I think you did that out of the goodness of your heart and
Yes.
didn't charge us for it. Well, I thought I was hugely impressed with that as a touch. That can be edited out. That we had these things, this strip lighting here. That just
We've never seen anything like that.
that just appeared, it was something that it's lovely. It's absolutely delightful.
And then Mark met us here one day, and and there was no light over the sink. And, you know, everyone thought there'd be enough, but I know what I'm like. And so we went looking and we found it and we loved it. And it's just sort of thing that he said, "Look, why don't you go to a
Yes.
light place?" And so, and he told us where, so off we went. And
He picked it and it got installed.
And he got it himself. And Mark always rang or texted me and said, "Okay, we're in this situation with this one." And he said, "How high do you want it?"
I remember that.
Yeah. And so
That was all done over WhatsApp.
So I got out tape measures and figured it out and
and
said,
he's saying
"I
here,
want
and
it
we're
this
saying
high."
no.
He said, "Well, if we make it too high, we can't lower it."
Yes. So you'd rather go lower so you can raise it back up.
So that's exactly right. But he was on top of those sort of situations all the time. And something else that impressed me very much was that you had to remove a lot of bricks out there to extend the deck, and that you saved them all, cleaned them and stacked them. And that made things a lot easier for us later on when we were able to get someone out, come and repair all the brickwork, build a new pathway and all that sort of. There's still bricks left that we'll be able to use in other areas. So we've been able to restore all of that brickwork because you saved them. They could have gone in the bin and we would have.
Yeah, sustainability is number one.
Yeah,
Got to try and save where you can.
yeah. And that was a touch that I really appreciate.
We really didn't have any complaints at all, Danny.
Nice.
You would have heard if we did.
I remember. I know. Now, what about your transition from, now I know this was a big thing for you, Bernadette, the transition from the existing flooring out to your deck and that zero tolerance?
It's just amazing. I'm prone to trip. Don't look when I'm walking. I'm looking out there, and you didn't think you could get it level, but you have, and it's just terrific, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you walk out there, I never think about it. I never ever think about it because it's just not an issue. Yeah, so,
Zero tolerance.
yeah.
Fabulous. And you know, saying I trip, it sounds like I'm.
And I know something that Bernadette's very impressed with is there.
Oh, the Brio screens. Yeah, they're incredible, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just beautiful. We just have them, the doors open and those shut. And it's just this gentle breeze comes in, but no flies.
And they fold away to nothing. Yeah.
Now, last question. If you were to recommend us to a friend, family, colleague, what would you say?
Fantastic. Reliable.
Yes. You know, reliable.
Kept you informed.
It's honest, reliable, dependable people, and no issues with if things don't go right or when they get fixed. And we never had, if we ever asked for anything to be changed, it got changed.
And I could ring and Mark would answer the phone and you didn't think, oh, I've got to keep ringing him, you know. So it was great, really, really good.
If you had to leave a message, someone always got back very quickly. So, yeah, I could go on for a long time because making comparisons between you guys and the people who built our daughter's place, and they were probably pretty good in comparison to a lot of other builders.
They were good builders, but they just couldn't get the trade.
They couldn't get trades, and so they had one tradie would come out and lay the tiles in the bathroom, and it'd be wrong. So another tradie would come out to fix it, and then another tradie would come out to fix that guy's work.
Yeah.
And it was always different people. Yeah.
We're very
So we can
So you would recommend us?
absolutely recommend you 100%.
Absolutely.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't promise things you can't do, you know.
Yeah.
That's what's good.
I think for
Along the way, you made so many suggestions and things that we may not have thought of, things that turned out to be great ideas.
And you listened. I love it.
Yeah. and nothing was too hard. Nothing was too much strong.
That's it.
Thank you.
So yeah, definitely you get 5 stars from me.
Thank you. All we ask for is like for my whole company, our outlook is trustworthy, reliable, and honest. It's the way I was raised, and it's the way he's going to run the company.
Yes, and that's how we were raised.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. So when morals align, things turn out a lot
Yes.
better as well,
They do.
in my opinion.
Yes.
So, and also the people need to work together and be able to click as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I think that actually gets underestimated when you're building something like this. The last thing anybody wants to do is you guys come onto a job site where you're like, oh, I don't love this builder, but he's good at what he does, or X, Y, Z, or blah, blah, blah. It's like, you want, like, I don't know, I think relationships are quite crucial.
yeah.
You're there for a year nearly. Like, it's a long-term thing.
It is. We're delighted.
That's it.
And we love it when people
I
come.
love
And
it.
say, oh wow.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for doing the interview. We
Thank you.
appreciate it a lot.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank you, Les. Bernadette, thank you.
And please thank Mark and
Will.
Will.
And the team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.